For most of human history, language decided who belonged and who didn't. It determined which ideas spread, which cultures connected, and which voices were never heard beyond their borders. Today, something quiet but profound is changing that equation. AI systems now translate conversations in real time, interpret meaning across cultures, and dissolve language barriers that once shaped the course of history. The hidden truth is that translation is no longer just about words. It's about access, and the systems managing that access are becoming some of the most influential technologies on Earth. Welcome to AI Unlocked, the channel where we explore artificial intelligence, future tech, and the tools that are changing the world. Today, we're diving into the role of AI in language translation. Language is messy. It's emotional, contextual, filled with metaphor, slang, and cultural nuance. Early translation software struggled because it treated language as static rules. AI changed that by treating language as data, patterns learned from billions of real conversations. Instead of translating word by word, modern systems translate meaning. They analyze intent, tone, and structure, producing results that feel increasingly natural. Translation stops being mechanical and starts becoming interpretive. The breakthrough came with neural networks trained across massive multilingual data sets. These models don't rely on direct language pairs anymore. They learn abstract representations of meaning, a shared internal language that connects hundreds of tongues. This allows AI to translate between languages it has barely seen together, using learned structure rather than memorization. It's not fluency in the human sense, but it's something close, a mathematical understanding of how ideas travel between cultures. AI translation now happens live. Conversations flow across languages without pause. Tourists negotiate, doctors consult, teachers instruct, and businesses operate across borders instantly. Meetings no longer require interpreters. Customer support operates globally. Entire industries move faster because language friction disappears. What once required patience and mediation now feels seamless, as if language itself has stepped out of the way. But translation is never neutral. Language carries history, humor, power, and perspective. AI systems sometimes flatten this nuance, smoothing cultural texture into generic phrasing. Sarcasm can disappear. Idioms lose their soul. Emotional weight shifts subtly. Translation becomes efficient, but sometimes less human. The challenge isn't accuracy anymore, it's preservation. How do we translate meaning without erasing identity? And this is where translation becomes more than technology, because once AI mediates how cultures understand one another, it also begins shaping how cultures are perceived. Stay with me. The next part explores what gets lost when language becomes frictionless. AI translation gives voice to people who were previously unheard. Refugees access services. Students learn globally. Small creators reach international audiences. Knowledge spreads without linguistic gatekeeping, but access also creates imbalance. Languages with massive data sets improve rapidly. Rare dialects struggle. Cultural power concentrates around dominant languages once again, just through algorithms instead of empires. AI learns from existing text, and that text reflects social bias. Gendered assumptions, stereotypes, and power dynamics appear in translations subtly but persistently. Some systems default professions to certain genders. Others reflect political bias embedded in their training data. Translation becomes a mirror of global inequality unless actively corrected. Language may be neutral, but data never is. Professional translators aren't disappearing, they're evolving. AI handles speed and volume. Humans handle nuance, emotion, diplomacy, and context. In legal documents, literature, diplomacy, and cultural preservation, human judgment remains essential. The future of translation isn't replacement, it's collaboration. Machines handle the surface, humans protect the soul. As AI translation becomes embedded everywhere, phones, glasses, vehicles, smart cities, language turns into invisible infrastructure. People stop noticing the barrier because it no longer feels like one. But when infrastructure fails, consequences are immediate. A mistranslation in medicine, a diplomatic misunderstanding, a legal error. When translation becomes invisible, responsibility becomes harder to see. AI won't create a single global language, but it may create a shared layer of understanding. A world where people speak differently but comprehend each other instantly. This could deepen connection or dilute difference. Whether AI translation becomes a bridge or a filter depends on how carefully we design it. Language shapes identity, memory, and belonging. As AI takes on the role of translator, it doesn't just convert words, it mediates how humanity understands itself. The future of communication will depend on whether we value speed alone or meaning too. If you found this episode thought-provoking, make sure to follow the channel, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more cinematic explorations into the technologies shaping how we connect. And in our next video, we move from language to labor, AI, and the gig economy. A look at how intelligent systems are reshaping freelance work, income stability, and the future of employment.